the world is going on?
Welcome to another episode of Acro Yoga with Super Dave. And as you just saw, we are going to do handstand on thighs today. We're going to show you 3 entries into this pose, as well as 3 exits, and then 3 variations for the flyer's legs. Okay, so let's start off with the entry for the pose. Entry 1 is going to be the simplest one. This one is just requiring you to grab each other's hands. Flyer's going to step to the hip. She's going to step up and then roll her stomach right onto my shoulder. Okay, that's entry 1. Entry number 2, you can get a little running start and then hop onto the shoulders. One thing to be careful with here is not to build all that momentum to jump on. You rather just want to jump, run, stop, and then hop onto the shoulders, using the base's shoulders as leverage to lift up. So the flyer is going to put their hands on the shoulders, lift, and then drag themselves over top. Okay? So I'm just going to get in a squat position. I look over the shoulder just to know where she's at. She comes nice and smooth. Okay, and you set up from there. Okay? And then finally, Cosette likes to call this the flippity dip. We're just gonna use that just for the sake of this move right now. So we're just gonna stand side by side. I'm gonna take one arm. I'm gonna take that arm right in front of her stomach, and the back of my hand just comes here, or the palm comes to the back here. Okay, her hands are on my shoulders on either side. And then just for a security blanket, I'm gonna put my hands on her thighs. When I lift her up, she's gonna swing this leg first and then come right onto my shoulder. Ready? When she's all the way up. And you can reverse that. I can take her out to the side as well. Okay, so those are our 3 entries into our handstand on thighs. Now let's get into the handstand on thighs. So just pick an entry that you like and then work with that. We're just gonna pick the first one that we did. Okay, then just put your hands into my thighs. Okay, you might have to roll up your pants to make it a little bit firmer of a balance, more stable. Just above my thighs. My hands are gonna come on her shoulder bulbs. Okay, right in front. I'm gonna bend my elbows initially so I can use my shoulders to guide her over. Once she's over, then I'll start to straighten out my arms. So flyer variation, she just showed you straight. You can do a split variation. You can also do a scorpion variation where you're bending both legs. And she's gonna come out via just cartwheeling out to the sides. I'm gonna dip a little lower so that she can get closer to the ground. Okay, so that is the cartwheel exit. Now we'll show you the tuck exit from this pose. So she's gonna come into a nice tuck and then slide in between her hands. Okay, flyers, this might be a little tricky. You might have to cross your ankles to get a better tuck through the legs. In her case, she just kept her feet together and she was able to stay nice and compact. Okay, the next exit, this is for those who are a little bit more flexible in their back. We're gonna back bend out of the pose. So I keep giving her the counterbalance. She's gonna land, and then I support her up through the shoulders and lift her up. Okay? So practice those 3 entries, those 3 leg variations, and those 3 exits. Hopefully you enjoyed this episode. If you have any comments, please leave them in the comments below, and then we'll see you in the next episode.